And I posted. Look at that. Look at the timing on that.
So
Damn,
that was
I'm
like
good.
keyed up. We're like 2 minutes late, but you know, it's all right.
Yeah, it happens. DB was a last minute addition. Okay, it happens.
I thought you were gonna tag him.
I did. Look at the
Where?
post.
I am looking at it.
DB, did you get the notification?
Yeah, I'm tagging it.
He was tagged.
Where's the tag at? It doesn't show it
Uh,
anywhere.
It's on the very bottom of the fucking tweet.
It doesn't show his name.
Oh, it doesn't show it. I just hit add tag.
Oh,
so
it's
he's
like
tagged
a
in it.
secret
Yeah.
tag. Secret tag.
Well, I guess because I added the GIF, that's why.
Oh, maybe.
Probably.
Yep. Oh, well.
Maybe. All right, so I'll retweet it and stuff like that.
Yeah, we all did. Shorty, what's going on? Oh, you got to pull the chat out though too, because we do interact with chat, DB.
Hey, Shorty.
And we're on
Where's
Twitch
where's the
tonight.
chat at?
We're on Twitch tonight.
On the Twitch.
Girl, you're about to catch this dick.
Yeah.
Jesus
You still have
Christ.
that?
That was great.
That was when we had Shorty on as a guest.
Here, DB, check your Twitter. I just sent you the link.
We're not gonna make DB say that.
No, we are. 100% we are.
No, not after what I just seen. I can't in my right mind.
I'm
Aw.
already in it. I'm in there.
Oh,
Like
no, we
swimwear.
have to. Like,
Leave
it's
the
a
lab. Yeah, everybody.
It
has
is
to do
literally a
it.
tradition. It is a tradition. Problem is, I gotta get my fucking stream element set up to be able to
We forgot to make Lenny do it.
What do we gotta say?
Girl, you about to get this dick.
Hold on,
In
I'm
a
gonna say,
super
actually, you know
low
what? I'm gonna
voice, like a girl, you about
nah,
to get
DB.
this
I'm gonna
dick.
send you the original video, and you
Okay.
have to mimic it.
Oh shit.
Is it the video or the audio? It's an audio, I thought.
It's audio for y'all, but I have the video of it.
Did you see? You don't want to know, Shorty.
Oh, that's like,
Actually, Shorty probably would want to know.
that's like viral. That's like viral quality right there. You got a video and shit.
Yeah, I got it. It's there. It's gonna take me a while to find it, but I will.
Well,
find
once
it.
you send it to me, I'll look at it. Oh fuck.
Welcome,
Shorty's
DB.
like,
my
wait,
my
we're
stream
looking
deck
at-
is not working. That's
Shorty's
my
like,
problem.
wait, we're looking at third legs?
Yeah, we were earlier.
It was more like a big toe, but yeah.
It was cold. All right.
It's cold.
It's the middle. It was in the middle of January, man. What do you want from me?
In-
Say, girl, you about to get this dick.
Oh, there it is. It's
That's the
working.
one. That's the one.
Did you
yes.
hear it?
Oh, Lord.
That's the
All right,
OG.
All right, DB, you gotta listen.
Say, girl, you about to get this dick.
Well, damn.
You
That
you gotta
shit, that kind of turned me on.
you gotta mimic that.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's hard.
Go low. Go
All right.
like, ugh.
You want me to play it again?
Say, girl.
One more time.
All right.
One more again.
Say, girl, you about to get this dick.
Let's see here, because obviously I'm on this kind of mic.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Say, girl, you about to get this dick. I got a little bit different of an accent.
Instant sandpaper.
Shit's
It's-
funny.
So I got a little bit different accent than that.
All
It's
right.
hard to fake that with my accent.
That was cell phone quality audio, by the way.
That's good.
Well, damn.
That's one of the guys I work with. He was sick as fuck, and I just like he
Oh,
said it, and I was
that's
like,
good.
"You got to say that shit again." And
Oh,
then he
that's
just
good.
popped out with,
Say, girl, you about to get this dick.
That bit sounds like a phone sex operator.
"Yep." Skep laughs every time it plays.
Every time,
Every
yeah,
time.
I don't know, I
Every
can't-
fucking time.
or I grin or something. Yeah, it's every time makes me smile. It's just hilarious, bro. If I saw you like a clip of that, you know, like like the original, right? Like on TikTok or something, I would probably sit there and just play that shit over and over, laughing my ass off, dude. It's
Skep,
just
I'm gonna try to
hilarious.
find the original video and send it to you
Yeah, that's so good.
for sure.
Just
Oh,
gonna
man,
play that
that's
for the
hard.
missus. when he's in a mood.
On his way home, just sends that.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Disclaimer. This is
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
all sole view of the owner, media views, and additional content provided on this channel does not represent the U.S. military, Department of Defense in any official capacity. It's all personal, and that is it.
So,
From
let's,
everybody, including guests.
yeah, and it segue into our guest.
Yeah,
We are now complete.
it's true. We got-
Because
Well,
we've
we're
had
missing one branch.
Two.
Yeah, but are we
Force
really?
Branch.
But does
fuck
it
Space
count?
Force.
Space Force
Space
isn't
Force
real.
Well,
And the
The Coast
does-
Guard, are they
does the
really a
Coast Guard
branch?
Really count?
No, the Coast Guard's homeland. They're not. They don't
that's-
count.
Yeah, there's Department of Homeland
Yeah.
Security, bro.
They're lifeguards.
Yeah, they're-
like, let's
yeah.
leave the lifeguards alone. All right.
They're not DOD. So, I mean, yes, they do some cool shit. I will 1000%
Offshore
give them
interdiction.
that. They do some great fucking shit, but they are Department of Homeland. They're not part of the DOD. Okay. But anyway, now, this tatted up
mean-
individual that is wearing a less of a cutoff shirt than I normally wear, because he is got to be better than everybody else.
it's wearing a
First,
man
your
bra.
shirt's more cut off than mine. Let's go ahead and get that straight.
I mean, I've
He's
got
wearing
more
a
Hold on,
tank
tape.
but does
top.
your sides show? Does your side show?
Well, one's a tank top, one's a cutoff.
See, just different.
Anyway, this is DB. Everybody knows DB. I'm sure y'all do. If y'all been hanging around our streams long enough, he is our resident fucking crayon eater. I'm not even gonna say what branch now. He's our resident crayon eater. We love DB. It's been a while since we have tried to get him on this show,
Yeah.
and I
it's
just
been a
happened to be in another Discord, and I was like, "Hey DB, come on," and he was like, "All right, I gotta go get dressed. I'm naked and eat crayons." So he went and got dressed, and within 5 minutes before the show, he popped in. So
Wait,
Jay
the
wants to
dude
know
was
what's your favorite
white,
flavor.
bro?
Green apple.
The dude was white that said that?
yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Did you just see it?
No, I just saw the text, dude.
Yeah.
So, are you excited
Good for
that
him.
Crayola is bringing back some of the discontinued colors?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
There's always some,
it's great.
some
dude.
animosity when they take away from our snack options.
Right?
You said
That's some
green,
bullshit.
right? That was the preferred.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about green.
Gotta love the
So,
green.
I mean, to be fair,
It-
there's actually only two branches. It's the Army and the Navy. Everyone else is just
Yeah.
the Department of. Or
Yeah, pretty
split off.
much.
Like the Air Force used to be part of the
A
Army.
sister service. Yeah, it's a sister
Yeah.
service. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, see, they say that there's the Army and the Navy. Those are only two real branches, and then the Air Force is a corporation, and the Marines is a cult.
And I 100% agree. I will never argue that.
true.
Fucking,
Well, but I mean,
that is a fact.
but here's the deal: all the other branches needed air support and logistical support, because that's what we do best.
No, not the Navy.
We just
Navy
You
does
can
all
just
of
get
it.
there a little bit quicker
Navy's got
because you're
plenty of
aircraft
support.
carriers.
The only thing we didn't have is like ground forces, which that's the Marines.
that's where we decided
saying
to, 1775 in a bar.
Air support and logistics.
Yeah,
It's
we have
actually
that.
funny when you think about how the Marine Corps came about. Two drunk dudes decided, hey, we should probably protect the Navy in the harbor in 1775. So they became snipers in crow's nests.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's how-
crazy, dude.
Like just two drunk dudes in a bar, and they started an entire military branch.
You know what? The two places where the best ideas come from, the bar conversations. Sometimes,
Dinner.
let me correct that. I'll put it in order. Smoking
Yeah.
pit. So whatever.
Smoke pit.
pit.
Smoke pit
pit.
is the best ideas ever.
In the bathroom, and then the bar. That's
Yeah,
where all the
shitter.
greatest ideas are had.
Unless you're DB sending random pictures, then that's
Hey,
that's
asked
not where
for
good
it.
ideas come
And-
from.
I'm
And
just saying,
honestly,
you asked for that.
the shitter could be right up there with Smoke Pit for solo
I agree.
ideas.
That is
It's
true.
true.
Smoke Pit is like collaborative ideas.
Group
Yeah,
things,
Shitter's like solo thoughts.
So
That's
the
why
two,
bathroom is second.
the two highest
But-
level of area of think is group think in the smoke pit, solo think
I
in
gotta
the
respond
shitter.
to Jay because that's actually false. They do come in flavors because there are some colors that are flavor named like cherry.
Green apple.
That
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, strawberry.
I'm a connoisseur. Thank you.
Have you seen those giant Crayola crowns?
I absolutely.
The
have.
edible ones?
No, we give those away to some of our guys too. Our ordnance guys, they get giant red crayons.
Mm,
All
'cause
our
they scream Ioyos.
IOIs, yeah.
Yeah. Those are meal-sized crayons. Those aren't snacks.
Yeah.
It's like one
No,
of
the
those Easter bunny chocolate Easter bunnies you get, but it's a crayon.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Actual crayon.
No, the funniest thing I ever seen was those two Marine vets that made up CREs.
Crayons ready.
Crayons ready to eat. Like,
And they are
they're
actually
fucking-
edible.
Yes, they are chocolate dyed in different colors, shaped like fucking crayons,
Oh Lord.
and they are painted like a.
They also
fucking
make
crayon.
protein ones.
CREs.
Yeah, like, Yep,
Okay.
CREs, crayons ready to eat.
Wow.
It's actually hilarious.
But yes, now that y'all know all the bantering, because I'm sure there's going to be lots of bantering,
Oh yeah.
because the Marine has entered a chat, and you know how
Mm.
Marines are. They got to talk a lot. So,
you know.
Yeah.
but what were we gonna chat about?
oh,
tonight?
so they found $10 million that was being spent in Bali for the expansion of crayon flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Deal?
And yeah, that's crazy.
I wonder-
Doge found it.
Doge found all of it.
We're gonna go.
Oh yeah, there's the CREs.
Oh, $23. Holy cow!
They're sold
man.
out.
That's awesome.
There's
Well,
a bunch
yeah.
of other vendors.
They're sold out, man.
I bet. But those are probably a lot of gifts given. You know, when you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
ready to
mean,
eat
it's-
crayons. Oh, so they're just chocolate. Okay.
Like there's been a lot of stuff that's been found. It's crazy when just like every day.
Belgian
Something
white
new.
chocolate.
No, oh, there's one for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Jarhead red, squid blue, dog face green, flyboy yellow, puddle pirate orange. That's the Coast Guard. Space cadet white. Huh. They got one for
Okay.
everyone. That's great. Nothing for the National Guard though.
Well, they're not real.
Yeah, I mean, nasty girls.
TSA.
But yeah, $10 million.
Let's pull up that list on X from Doge. They post these things like almost daily of all this stuff they find when they're going through doing these audits of these different departments in the government. Which some of the stuff in there is quite strange and slightly shocking. And others are like, I don't even know what that means. Like, why do we need $19 million for biodiversity conversation in Nepal?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? What's biodiversity conversation? Is that just that we're just having a conversation? Should we get $19 million for it?
I would like to.
I mean, that would be cool, but you know. If it was taxpayer money, would you take it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
If it's given to me, I would. Yeah.
What if you knew?
I mean, nobody's gonna turn down free money. Like,
What if you knew where it was coming from, though? What if you knew it came from there?
If it came from freaking blood diamond money, I'd still take it. I'm sorry.
But
valid point.
I
Because
don't know if I would,
realistically, right?
man.
Someone throws that number in your face, you're taking it. Like you're taking it. I don't care who you are.
I don't know,
You're
man.
not gonna ask where it came from.
Or, you know, the Department of Agriculture, right?
Mhm.
18 contracts for a total of $9 million for Central American Gender Assessment Consult Services.
For the Department of Agriculture?
Yes.
What are they growing them? What are they growing people in the ground?
Yeah. And the Women in Forest Carbon Initiative Mentorship Program.
Hold on, you might have to pull this up so we see what you're trying.
It's on my Twitter right now.
I'm looking at Department of Government Efficiency page.
And where the hell do you think I'm at?
Oh, okay. Are you on the same one I'm on? I wonder.
Today, the Department of Agriculture terminated 18 contracts for a total of $9 million, approximately, including contracts for Central American Gender Assessment Consultant Services, Brazil Forest and Gender Consultant Services, and the Women in Forest Carbon Initiative Mentorship Program.
What is?
What does the forest and gender have to do with anything? Like, how does that go?
Yeah, what's
together?
the link there, bro? How do you link Department of Agriculture to gender assessment?
What I think they're trying to do is because the Department of Agriculture does deal with like the indigenous people that live in those jungles and everything down there.
Okay.
So,
Fair.
but that means they're trying to get gender assessment consultants into areas of the world where they do not give a shit.
They don't even have a
about that.
TV.
Yeah, like they don't. That's not.
I don't
That's
think
not
they,
a part of their culture.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's make this a little bit more broad, right? The Department of Agriculture is within the United States, right?
Yeah.
Central American is not even on the same continent. Nor is Brazil. Like, why
Central
are we?
America is the same continent.
Damn it.
Brazil isn't.
Yeah, don't click
I
on
don't even know where we're
messages.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna close that out real quick.
All right.
But what I'm saying is like it's not even in our same country. Like, why are we throwing that much money?
To come up with a new gender? I don't know if that's.
But outside of our own country.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of DOGE, what I've seen, what has been published and uncovered is
Foreign.
outside of our own country.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kicking programs for the rest of the world, so we can stop taking care of everybody else. But
I wouldn't be as opposed to $19 million for biodiversity conversation if it was in, let's say, Oregon or something.
Yeah.
I would be like,
Okay.
oh, okay, Oregon's doing some biodiversity thing, I guess.
All right, I got it back up. We're good.
Yeah, okay. Don't get us
But
banned.
like it's so this one right here is there's no context.
Hold on, this
So
one's-
like
Read that one. That's
I don't.
so the
Women in Forest Carbon Initiative Mentorship Program. Like that one does not directly correlate to a different country. So it's like, okay, like what is this all about? This is one where I would want to know more about because like I get it, you know, like history tells you that like women have had zero rights a long time ago, but now they do, right? And they're in women now, and I am not a fucking sexist, guys. Calm down before y'all blow us up. Like the way that history evolves, you know, women are now a part of 100% the culture. And I mean, you've got some great women out there that are doing great fucking things. And, you know, Forest Carbon Initiative, you know, because the way that the women, you know, they carry our babies, they are made up differently than us. So I get it if it's somebody in a new type of job that women aren't normally a part of. So doing some research to have the effects of how it reacts to a female gender, I'm okay with that. But this one right here just doesn't tell me like, okay, is it outside of our country? Because that's my problem. Is it inside or outside the country?
I'm gonna assume based on the sentence structure that it is.
Yeah.
But
And I
maybe
would
it's
take
just
that
bad
assumption.
sentencing by the
Yeah.
poster. Maybe they should.
But
If it's separate, they should put it in a separate sentence, perhaps.
Yeah. But
Otherwise,
that's what I'm
gonna
saying.
assume
Like
together.
well, because I mean, like so Air Force a while back, right? They had a bunch of female troops come together and all that stuff. And they were talking about like the actual medical effects of having your hair in a bun for so many hours a day, all this other stuff. So now they allow ponytails.
Yeah.
But there was a medical backing to it. So it's like, okay, cool. Like if you can get a medical backing to it, sweet. So I'm all about like, hey, let's all stay healthy. Like make America healthy again, you know?
So do you
I am all for that.
Do you want to know what the Forest Carbon Mentorship Program is?
I'm sure you looked it up. What is it?
It's the Forest Carbon Mentorship Program is designed to prepare forest owners for forest management and the carbon economy, developed by the American Forest Foundation and the Nature Conservancy. The program provides resources and tools to guide planning around forest carbon and climate change issues, aiming to implement sustainable forest management practices. I'm not sure I understand the point of that, because really, if you've looked as a kid, right, and you've grown up watching, most of us probably watch nature programs and channels and, you know, stuff like that, are just like totally interested in it. At least I have been. And I know there's a lot of people that out there too, but most forests are in an ecological, like biodiverse,
Equilibrium.
yeah, they're balanced on their own.
Yeah.
Like they just, you know, trees fall down, branches fall down, they become, you know, and then there's creatures that break down this stuff into, you know, carbon and organic material, which then feeds the forest, and more things grow, and the just cycle continues, and animals die and they go back. The whole thing is just balanced. So why do we need to interfere with that crap? That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, unless you're destroying large portions of it, then you're disrupting.
Yeah. I think that's part of it too, because I mean, like, I don't know the percentage, don't quote me, but I know it, like, we have to have trees to survive. That is a huge part of oxygen just for us to sit here and do what we're doing right now.
Plants and trees, sure.
You know, because, you know, they suck up the CO2 and they produce the oxygen. So I can see, you know, where it talks about carbon and all that stuff, you know, and there are implications no matter what job that you have on your health.
So would you think that department or program would be part of trying not to disrupt forestry so much that it disrupts like the equilibrium of carbon exchange? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm just
that's the
spitballing here.
only. You're trying to put logic to it, and that's the only kind of logic that makes sense.
I don't know.
I think most all these contracts are just fake as shit, and all it is something made up to pay somebody's annual salary.
Let's go
I
over some
mean-
of those too.
You know,
Just saying because Women in Forest Carbon Initiative Mentorship Program was $121,000. It's just kind of a weird number for some initiative.
Sounds like
No.
bullshit, EPA. I'll suck up your CO2. I've literally told someone that they
Yeah.
need to carry around a plant to replace all the oxygen they steal.
that's a solid one.
It's pretty solid.
I've told someone to go apologize
Sounds-
to the trees for wasting
me-
what they produce.
For me, it sounds like some made up bullshit so they could pay somebody a salary every year.
That one's crazy to me. The top number one right there.
Media contracts,
Politico subscriptions.
$2.77 million.
Fucking wild.
I
A DEI onboarding specialist, $374,000.
that's one person.
Probably one person's salary. That's what I'm saying. They're
Says
paying.
specialist.
This is all made up bullshit to pay somebody's salary.
Dude, that's a crazy amount for a single person for that.
Yep.
International Development for Historically Underrepresented Communities. Okay.
And, oh wait, hold on. Neighborhood electric vehicle utility van, $33,000.
For
What
a van?
neighborhood?
Where's this neighborhood at?
Don't know. It's fucking
What are they-
wild.
Electric vehicle utility van.
What does that
So
even
they just
mean?
bought a van. Is
Yeah, they paid $11,000 to rent a 100-person meeting room in Hawaii.
Of course, it's in Hawaii.
On biodiversity.
So speaking of electric shit, what was that one contract? Everybody's flipping out about this fucking contract with
Oh, the
fucking
$400
Tesla.
million
Yeah, the
Tesla
400.
contract?
Yeah, the one
That
that
was
was during,
actually implemented during Biden's
yes, during the Biden administration.
Biden administration.
Trump actually
before
took it
Trump
away
took
and
over?
put it back up in the
Yeah.
auction.
Hold
yeah,
on, hold on. Y'all are talking
Yeah.
over each other. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What?
We're talking about the $400 million
Yes.
contract for electric
Okay.
vehicles that everybody's freaking the fuck out that
Tesla
it's
contract.
Oh.
yeah, it's a Tesla contract and all that, but like got initiated during the Biden administration that Trump has now re-put out for bidding in
Okay.
contract.
He did put
Like
it
if anybody
back out?
understands government, yes, he
Okay.
canceled it and is now going back through the wickets to get bid back out.
So all these lefty wing nuts are making videos of, oh, Trump gave his buddy a $400 million contract to Tesla, not paying attention to the fucking date or anything about it, because none of them do. They just want to spew out nonsense.
So everybody's mad about Elon leading up the DOGE and doing all these audits, and then they talk about a contract that one of his companies had won through the U.S. government. They put the contract out there, which if anybody knows how that kind of thing works.
They take the lowest one.
Yeah, it's a bid that gets put out, and they have to get, I think, a minimum of 3 bids to consider.
100%.
Different bids to
3
consider
contracts
before they select which one it's going to be.
And they're always going to take the lowest one.
Generally.
That's what a lot of people don't realize.
They're saying it went to Tesla because of Trump, not realizing that it was actually implemented and done during the Biden administration before Trump even took office.
He was already
December
elected.
of 2024.
Yeah, it was December.
Yeah.
He was elected as the incoming president.
Yeah. I doubt that President Biden even knew that was a contract that was won.
I mean, I guarantee you he doesn't know where the bathroom door is, so.
Well, I can't speak to that. I can just say that at that level in the executive branch, those guys don't really know all the details of what's going on. They rely on their cabinet and people around them to tell them things.
Yeah, there was an interview of somebody in Congress that was talking to Biden and asked him, "Why'd you sign this?" And he was like, "I didn't sign that." He's like, "No, you legitimately signed this bill, and it's hurting my state I represent. Why'd you sign this bill? We can pull it up and read it right here. You signed it." It's like, no. What that was something completely different. But because Biden was told, what he was signing, and it was not right. It wasn't what he was signing.
It's called this. They got their hand up the ass, working the mouth.
Well, but so that right there goes to every administration. It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. It really doesn't, because
working mouth.
Because it all of us in the military, right? We understand how one thing gets brought up at the lowest level, and then when it gets up to the highest level, that it is going to be spun to where it helps every single fucking person. There is no secondary, tertiary effects that are brought up to the motherfucker that signs it. It's going to be, how does this benefit everybody when the statistics are skewed in each layer of person and how they feel, how it goes up to. So, and that's where politics are fucked.
Yeah,
because there's no full picture.
They rely on people to tell them things. That's how that works. You can't you can't be the person that knows every line detail of every single policy there is. That's just impossible. Exactly. And people think that they should. Like, that's just impossible for anyone.
Yeah, because I've had, well, I mean, so like, all right, Skep, you'd be the guy that signs all the shit, right?
Yeah,
So,
well,
and
yeah,
then,
I mean, I review it before I push it up to the one person who signs it. Yeah,
but you would talk to people beforehand, right? And get
Correct.
all of you would get every little bit before you're going to send it up to the next level.
all the ownership.
Okay.
Yep.
But then you've got me telling you one thing, but yet DB was the one that brought it to me. I skew it a little bit, but yet AG is the one that brought it to DB, and it's like playing the fucking train game.
Comms. You're talking just comms.
No, just in
Communication?
general, like, yeah, communication and how it's skewed. You
Have
know,
you seen
AG
that
thought of a
exercise?
great fucking ID. Yeah, I mean, they do it they used to do it in school. They probably don't do it anymore.
The telephone game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Telephone game.
but that's how it works. No, and that's not just fucking military either.
Well,
You know, it's everywhere.
Well, the way that a lot of this stuff works is like these guys are gonna sign off, right, on a, let's say, just a policy, for example, right? That thing has gone through a chop chain probably like no other. Okay. And every person gets a chop on it. They look at it and they're chopping before it gets up to the person who actually signs it, who's going to look at it for the most part. They may not, but imagine, right? They're going to do this with literally everything that crosses their desk. So to expect them to know every little thing from the lowest communicator on what's in there. So your example, AG's portion of it, right? And then DB's portion of it is included in there somewhere. But that person, as soon as they sign that, they may remember a few things, key points on it, but then they're on to the next item. Like, the fine details in it are just not for the person. Do they have responsibility? Yes. But they're not going to, you know what kind of bandwidth it would take for someone's brain to remember everything word for word?
It's not possible.
Literally impossible.
It's just not.
Well,
Yeah. So you can't blame fucking people at that high level for signing off on shit and they don't have a clue about half of what it is because they've signed 1,000 other things.
well, I mean, some of these bills are fucking 2,000 pages long.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. You know, so you get the Cliff Notes version of it.
Yeah.
You know, now what I have found, and this is military related, and I would think it would go over to politics. I would hope so, but I won't know. The good leaders ask questions, and they ask the right questions.
Yeah.
You know,
who
Skep,
at a low level is this going to impact? What is the outward impact of what we are about to do?
Yep.
And
just
that's the
us.
thing. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Skep, you know, you're the guy in this situation. You know, you look at something, you read something, or somebody comes to you about something,
I
you
have
start
to ask
asking
them.
questions.
Yes.
You ask questions, and then you try and get down to the secondary, tertiary effects to
Yes.
where hopefully that you can expose a hole into it and say, nope, you got to go fucking fix this. And that's
Yes.
where communication comes into play.
And that can be briefed up to the person signing whatever document or signing off on it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
you know, as a person, you have to be able to answer all those questions. So break something down to small pieces, ask all the ownership, whoever owns these areas, what the impacts are. It's simple. It's literally simple. It's as simple as saying, hey, I want to give everybody Friday off. How does that impact us? And then everyone who's part of that team gets to say positive, negative impacts. Basically the 5 W's of like who, what, when, where, why of what the impacts are. So then the person who's making the decision can make an informed decision. But they're not going to remember every single little tiny detail. They're not.
Nope.
I feel like that's how we've gotten to this situation with Doge finding so much cash going elsewhere, because those expenses would just happen to be left off the cliff notes of what they were signing.
Here's my bet. There is probably some representative who knows about at least 1 or 2 of their line items because they're directly involved in it, whereas the rest of them have no clue.
Yep.
What the hell
I'd
is
agree with
that?
that.
They look to the person to the right and go, why are we spending $32 million to the Prague Civil Society Center? Who's in charge of that? And then they go find some representative from some, BFE frickin' place that has oversight of that. You know what I mean? The rest of them have no clue, dude. They don't know where that shit's going.
What I think DOGE should do is get rid of all of the fucking requirements for military spending at the unit level.
What do you mean requirements? What do you mean by that?
Because, like, I can't just go right off fucking base post or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it in whatever branch you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And go swipe my fucking card to get something for my office.
Some
I have to go
stuff
through.
you can.
Some you can, but there are certain requirements. Like and we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, I think. If it affects sensitive government information, it should be regulated. Everything else, like if I want to go buy a fucking goddamn office chair, I should be able to go right outside the fucking gate and buy a fucking $80 fucking office chair for somebody that wants one.
I see what you mean.
Right?
Instead of having to go through the contract and pay, and the government pays $300 for it.
And then I pay $375 for the same fucking chair. Or, oh, by the way, if I'm going to buy a fucking new credenza, right, for a little stack bar area or something, I get a $475 government fee added onto it.
Are you talking
$475?
You talking through the catalog that you have to buy all that crap through?
Whatever the requirements are.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, everything, everybody that's been around money in the military knows that I can go get the exact same fucking thing right outside the gate for probably 250% less.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's to the point that, like, when I was on the mechanic side before I did my lateral move, little rubber grommet about yay big that I could get down at a Lowe's for $3 was $120 to order through GCSS.
Yeah. So the reason why a lot of the aviation parts cost a lot is because they require
it's FAA regulated
criteria through FAA.
Well,
so then it just
yeah. So I'm not even just talking about those.
Yeah.
I'm not even just talking about those.
But even still,
like, even on the tugs.
Yeah, even still, you could go find that grommet at Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, and it'll pass the same inspection. But the problem is, because of all those levels of inspection and certification of the original plan or the original diagram blueprint of it, right? Materials made and testing and all that, it made the cost of it ridiculous. Even though you could find the same thing somewhere else for 30 cents,
I'm even talking about the ones on, like, the tugs. Like, the thing you tow them around with?
The tow bar?
No, the actual,
the tug
like,
itself.
The actual tug itself.
The vehicle.
Yeah, the
that thing. When there's some parts on it, it was a, what was it? It was one of the latches on the hood.
Oh, the rubber
latches? We had
latches?
to order it because, it was like $600 to order one. And it's like, excuse me? I can make one for 37 cents in a crisp high five. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
so have you ever heard, you hear people talk about this, right? You're like, man, a lot of it is in mechanics. We're like, man, I'm in the wrong business here. When I get out, I'm going to make this part
and sell it to the fucking government.
And the reason why that happens is because there's a company that makes that part, just one, and they can charge an arm and a leg for it.
Well, but they've gone through all of the fucking hoopla bull fucking shit paperwork to sell to the government.
That's why a twist latch on some aircraft lavatories costs $3,500, and it's just a simple latch, like similar to a doorknob latch
that you could source from somewhere else.
See, I can understand
garage.
I can understand some that can physically damage a plane or whatever, but like a door latch to a fucking bathroom, you should be able to get that at fucking Lowe's and not have to have any kind of testing on it. Or
well, the problem with it is it's specifically made, and you can't actually buy it there. But the concept of it is similar to how a door latch works, right? Like any a lavatory door latch on an aircraft they're all pretty similar. Like the little twist knob, if they have a twist knob on it, it's not actually a knob, but the concept of it is the same. It's like a door knob for an entry door in a house. It's a similar you turn it and it fucking opens, you know. But only one person makes it specifically fit for that aircraft, so it costs a lot, you know.
Yeah,
And then it
Government
becomes
spending's
FAA
wild.
certified.
Yeah, at least the initial design.
like, I'll give y'all a good example though. Every one of us has been in a recruiting office at some point in our life. I know for some of y'all,
Except
it was
for
a few years
Rebel.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He probably
I'm
been
a
inside of one.
civilian.
He's probably been
Oh,
in one for with his friend or something. But
He
anyway,
saw one.
you know those
We've
you know
all
those
seen
He
one.
saw
black
it.
couches.
Yeah,
You know those black couches that every
Oh, the casting
single
couch?
yes, the black leather couch, right? That they're
I
probably
have
what
one.
$300 from IKEA.
Maybe, yeah.
You know how much?
Maybe.
You know how much that company charges the government for those couches? $3,000 a pop.
I have one in my office.
Yeah, you see, but so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
I don't know, it was there when I got there, but yes, I know what you're talking about. I have a blue
Put a
one
black
too.
light on it. I bet you they bought it used.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
but
Started off black leather, now it looks like a
$3,100
cow
pop.
print.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean,
I just
It
ordered one
sent-
for my office. That's why I know exactly how much that costs.
Yeah, funding came through. Everybody got a little funding line that came up recently.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, does everybody seen Mandatory Fun Day, right? On any of the
Yes,
dude.
dude.
The army guy.
Yeah,
Did
you
you
should
see
play
that he
that.
got fucking retweeted by Elon
Yeah, you should play that. That dude's hilarious.
with those fucking?
Can you find that video so we can watch it?
Yeah, hold
Dude,
on.
his shit's great. I've been watching him for quite a long time. He's pretty funny. The
He's
only thing I
hilarious. Oh, he's
disagree
He's
fucking
the
with,
one that
the only thing I disagree with is doing all the content while wearing a uniform. I don't agree with that. Do the content
Yeah,
when
but
he's
I mean-
wearing clothes. I agree.
is
with
But
he
that.
the one that does the don't touch
But the
my
army's
bones?
okay with it.
He talks about don't touch our fucking boats and shit. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's like the weird. He's got like the
No.
eyes
No.
really
No,
strange.
That's habitual. like,
line crosser is
Oh.
the one that says "Don't touch my boats."
Well, there's another
There you go.
video about him talking about
Yeah,
boats too.
I got him.
All right.
All right. There we go. Let me know when you got it up, Skip.
Yeah, this is the guy I was talking about.
Energizer.
Don't touch our boat.
All right. I will pull it up afterwards,
Yeah.
but watch the video first.
Elon, you can't just call anything you want waste and just get rid of it. You can't do that. Like in the Department of Defense, we do like lots and lots of online training every year that's totally not a waste of time and teaches us great skills that we use every day. And you should not use DOGE to eliminate that. You just don't
I love this
please
one.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely love this video.
Please.
Sarcasm
Elon,
is
you can't
great, dude. You
Please.
know,
All right, but anyway, so he tags Elon, right?
yeah. And he retweeted.
I saw
it.
that Elon. Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
you know
that
that
Elon.
guy. Look at U.S. Army right there.
So Elon retweeted this shit too.
Ain't no way the
So
U.S. Army
this
posted
video, and yes, this got retweeted by Elon and was talking about it. Hold on, where is
it.
Elon?
I literally hate Jeff.
Yeah,
Y'all know who
everybody
Jeff
hates
is. You guys know who Jeff is.
Everybody
That was
hates Jeff.
Fucking Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Dude.
This dude tweets so fucking much though.
Oh yeah, I don't know how he has time to do all the things he does.
Proper time management.
I don't believe
This
he
is
does
what it
all
looks
the
like.
things he
Yeah.
does. That's what I don't believe he does all the things he does. I don't.
He pays people to do this shit.
I gotta find it, but he literally retweeted the Jeff one, and then he also retweeted Mandatory Fun Day. Like,
Just search on his.
there it is. There it is. High time we cut BS online training.
Dude, that's Jeff.
and that's Jeff. Anybody in the military understands who the fuck Jeff is.
Oh, yeah. Time to do your
My name is
cyber
Jeff.
awareness training.
Yeah, facts. Hold on. I think I have it. There.
My name is Jeff.
Let me, Jeff.
Where's mandatory fun days?
Dude, that was hilarious.
Like, I truly think, like, if you're going to have people do that, have them do it, like, once in their career and call it a day.
Yeah, but okay. So let's talk. Let's actually talk about this though. If they get rid of CBTs, how much more time are we going to actually have to spend in training? Because there are legal ramifications.
So I agree with you there. Now, here's where else why do we need the online when don't we train them ourselves? Isn't that what leaders are supposed to do?
But there are still legalities. Like there is still
Agreed.
things that are like legal and illegal.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I mean, when it comes to, and we're talking about sensitive information here, no matter which, anything, it's sensitive information.
So
No matter how it's classified on the unclass, and there's certain classifications there
Yeah.
up even higher. So are we going to have to go now to a class to do that? Or can we just deal with fucking Jeff and spend 15 fucking minutes and we're all going to fucking pass it because we know it?
It ain't 15 minutes though, bro. It's like an hour because you can't click through the shit anymore.
It takes me 15 minutes to get through Jeff.
How do you get damn click-throughs, bro?
I've been doing it so I've been doing it so long. I know the answers and I just click.
No, you're missing what I'm saying here. Like it forces you
There it
to
is, there
watch
it is.
the videos.
Here you go.
It forces you to go from start to finish. Like you
How much
literally
time is
can't.
spent? How much time is spent doing pointless online training? Sounds pretty bad. Even I have to do some of this stuff. A lot of people don't realize that Elon does have a clearance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
right here is true. He does have to do part of the government fucking training.
Well, I think the point is that maybe they're trying to figure out how to make it to where the government doesn't force that training or that type of training in that method.
Yeah. Well, that's one of those things. Like for me, I'm like, all right, CBTs, like back in the day, you can just fucking click through them and it'd take you 15 fucking minutes. But they got smart with that, and then they made it to where you got to watch videos.
Yes.
And you can't skip through the videos or whatever. So, oh my God, it might take you 30 minutes. It just depends on what type of training you're doing.
In all honesty, it's probably about a full day's worth of training. For all the annual requirements, it'd probably take you total, and I'm talking maximum amount of time to actually go through, read everything, watch everything, do all that stuff. It's probably 8 hours total.
Depending on your career field too.
And that's just general like military training. This is what we used to call it, GMT. Now it's just like we call it something else, CMT. You guys call it whatever you guys call it. It's all the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just everybody in the military has to do
It's all the
certain annual
e-learning.
requirements. Yes. In
then
each
when you
career
get a CS
field.
clearance, it's even higher, and I hate it.
So
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's other requirements that you got to do, but it's like, and I mean, there's probably 14, 15. It's above 15, I would think, annual training that we have to do, no matter what, for
Mine's
every
probably
single person in the military.
between 6 and 8. Well, that's just
Is it
e-learning.
really?
But there's other things you have to do, like desktop active shooter training. You got to do like this.
Well, yeah,
training,
that's
that
what
training.
I'm talking about.
Saddle,
Yeah,
bitch training, and
yeah. There's a lot of different trainings you have to do for sure.
But so full 8-hour day, you can get it knocked out.
Probably, I would say.
You know, for somebody that has gone through it before, that should comprehend and understand.
But multiply that by
Hence
about
why I said
3.2
should.
million.
Yeah.
That's how many hours.
Yeah.
3.2 million times about 8. That's how many hours
and
total.
but not, and it's not just the military. Like there are other jobs outside of the DoD that still have to do continuation training. That's what it is continuation.
What's Keenan online trainings, Jay? Keenan? Like
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, Key and Peele. Like, what are you talking about?
We learning about orange
gonna go
soda.
I said, bitch. I love that
So
shit.
here's
dude.
speaking of training, there's 10 million went to the Michael Vick Foundation for leash law training.
Oh, that's an
the
interesting
hell?
one.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
20 million for fiscal federalism in Nepal. Reading that one out loud. This is Doge stuff that Doge found. Okay.
There was a government contract to Crayola for $6 million to create a caffeinated crayon.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Get behind that.
I might eat a caffeinated crayon if I stir
know?
your coffee with it. You know.
Ah,
That's
or but don't put that in schools.
Yeah. No.
I would- don't send my kid home with caffeinated crowns. Do not do that to me.
Yeah, I want to sign a
Let's send
permission
them to
slip.
you.
No,
Yeah.
no. In schools, they're putting Adderall in the paste.
In the kindergartners eat.
Yeah.
It's on those like
So that's why. So that's
those
why none of
tongue
this generation
depressors.
can pass the ASVAB now.
they stir the paste with those little wooden popsicle sticks and they like eat it like that. It's a spoon.
It's cherry flavored.
I remember in elementary school, we made log cabins out of pretzel sticks, like glued them all together. And I had mine eaten. I ate mine on the bus on the way home.
Pretzels. Glue and all.
The dog didn't eat my homework.
Yes.
I ate my homework.
Did it taste like crayon?
So Jay
what?
said it's a company and the training is on social training, sexual harassment, mandated reporting, bloodborne pathogens, anti-bully training, etc. Okay, I see. It's a lot of
So
similar
you mean
things
the
that we
shit
talk
that
about.
we do?
Anti-bully training. Some people need to be bullied. Let's just go ahead and throw that one out there.
I mean, I will agree with that.
Shaming people, it sometimes works. I think is what you're saying, right? Shame works.
You know what? I need a lot of people to get stationed, or sorry, get live in Japan. You
Yeah.
get publicly shamed there for things. like, they don't give a damn.
We've all been to Japan, so
Like,
You get.
I loved it.
Could you imagine just going down the street and there's a big ass billboard and it's like your neighbor's a dog kicker?
Dude,
That's crazy,
Then-
bro.
it's street justice at that point.
You know, isn't that how the thing used to be? You know, people just drag you out in the street and they'd have like a gunfight at high noon and shit. Like, I got a problem
Yeah,
with you.
pretty
I got a
much.
problem with you. All right, let's shoot it out. They took care of the problem.
I'm watching was it 1923 or whatever that, and I
Yep.
mean they strung dudes up on a tree for grazing their sheep on their land.
mm-hmm.
See, I don't know.
Like,
if
I think,
that's a little much to me.
I think Texas is the closest thing to has the closest law to dueling now. It's called the mutual combat law. Like, legitimately, if me and you had a problem, I could be like, hey, let's just fight this out. If you agree, neither of us get arrested or assault charges.
They
I
do
think
that in
Washington
Seattle,
State has-
dude.
Yeah, Washington
Yeah.
State has that as well.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
that is
They
a
just
great
let 'em-
law.
they
I
just
think
let 'em
that's
do it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like, we agree on this? All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
know I just said Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Like you could just watch bum fights, dude. They just happen all the time.
hold on.
Like, yeah,
Who
you
here actually remembers
legitimately-
bum fights?
I do.
You're right.
Dude,
That was look.
the beginning
great-
of YouTube was lawless.
Hey, Jerry, are you muted?
Hilarious entertainment, however, fucking ethically wrong, dude.
Oh, 100% ethically wrong. Like, there was nothing ethically correct about that
But
at all. But
it's-
the beginning of YouTube, oh my god.
If someone
This dude,
gets
hey, I'll
got-
pay you $20 to punch him. And then,
yeah, like $20, I could get a hit for that. Yeah, hell yeah.
I do like the fact that he called out Dr. Phil on the Dr. Phil show, came dressed up as him.
yes, with
And
the
he was
wig.
like,
and-
you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing. You're exploiting people, mental illnesses, and shortcomings for financial gain.
Wait, who called him out?
Exactly what
the dude that ran bum
creator
fights.
bum
Oh
fight-
yeah, that I do remember that. That's true, man. It's the
He showed
same
up with that fake
thing.
bald wig thing on.
I
And
do remember that.
Bum
that
fights
comedian.
was
Have y'all
fun.
seen the comedian that does the Dr. Phil stand
Oh
up.
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
He had
man.
Dr. Phil
But
on
then
his
you
show
put-
He
too.
does a bunch of different.
But then you put him and
characters.
Shane Gillis together.
Oh my god.
That is
Oh, the
epic
Biden-
comedy.
The Biden and Trump.
That is epic comedy right there.
It's,
I will say
what's
there
his
was
name?
that
Who
one
does
episode of that. There was a one episode they had the dude on the show,
Adam
and
Ray. That's
he
his
was
name.
like,
Yeah, Adam Ray.
he was like, I was touched by 5 people when I was a kid. When do I get my book? And the dude from Dr. Phil was like, who's your favorite? And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
And
Yeah,
even
well-
Shane Gillis was like, oh no, that's much worse.
Oh god.
I love Shane Gillis. I really
Oh, he's
do.
hilarious. He's coming to Raleigh, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
go see him.
Yeah, it's
Adam
it's
Ray
great.
does a Jeffrey character that's hilarious. Yeah, I watch him. I see him on Kill Tony a lot.
Yeah, Kill Tony. Like, so Kill Tony, I think, is reviving old school comedy.
It is.
I can see that. I see what you're saying.
You know what it
Because
does?
you,
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to
You-
step on you.
well, with Kill Tony, right? Like old school comedy, it was no holds bar.
Yeah,
You
there
know,
was no
like I mean,
someone
you
getting
didn't
their
have
feelings
white.
hurt.
You didn't have white dudes sitting there like using the N word and like all this stuff. You know, like, but there was still offensive jokes.
They were
You know,
using the word,
you-
just to be clear.
Kramer. Yeah, but I'm saying like
Uh,
it wasn't in a
The
it
Obama.
wasn't in a derogatory manner. You know,
No,
it was
yes.
a
it wasn't saying this person is this word or whatever. It was
Yeah,
like
it
talking
was-
about it in
it-
general. I suppose.
yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. It was a generality
Sure.
type thing, but like nobody get offended. And if you looked at like an old school stand-up comedy, the
Yeah.
crowd was diverse. Like you had everybody there. And
Yeah.
Kill Tony is getting back to that. And honestly, I think society needs that.
You know what I think is great about that show is not only is it doing exactly what you said, but it's also putting unknown fucking people on a stage in front
Yes.
of millions of people to give them their shot, man.
Yes.
They either go up there and they kill it, or they go up there and they bomb. And sometimes
Yeah.
they bomb so bad that like they like to come back, you know. But
Yeah,
sometimes
or they get
just
fucking
kill it, dude.
booed.
Yeah.
And they'll get booed. And it's like, you know what? You need that. Like this
Public
weekend.
shaming, yeah, that's what it is.
So like this weekend with JC, she had a gymnastics meet. So and this was our second competition gymnastics meet. First one, she did great on everything. No hiccups, no nothing. She got second all around. And then this weekend, very first, she was doing vault.
Okay.
And she fucked up royally. And I'm not gonna say she, like timing was messed up. There was a bunch of things that just kind of happened to that one piece to where like she did her vault and then almost fell backwards
Okay.
and biffed it. It screwed her up mentally.
Mhm.
Mentally, it screwed her up. And then she went to the bars, the uneven bars. And she changed it. They changed her routine up on her because mentally she was already fucked up from the first event. She went to the second event and they changed her routine.
Mhm.
And she didn't do as good as the first time, but then her two best events are floor and beam. Like beam is hands down her best event.
Mhm.
And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, like this is going to be tragic. The rest of the meet, she came back so much. She got first all around. She tied first all around in that entire meet. And she only placed in 3 events, but she came back, you know, and that's in to put that into perspective for the rest of everything that we're talking about is if you like fall on your fucking face and you can push past one little bitty thing, you can still do great fucking things.
Yep.
People
You
get
know,
hung
to
up
go
on it.
from
You
to
never
go
learn if you
that
don't fail.
bad. Exactly. And what's
You never learn
crazy
if you don't
is
fail.
And you know what? I'm a dad, right? And I got 2 girls. And I
Almost
saw
a
her
grandpa at your
crying.
age.
Fuck you, dick. They're older than I am, so keep talking because you're about to get ganged up on and bullied. But anyway, but like being a girl dad, it's like you see them crying, you see this, and you're like, you want to melt. And then, oh, by the way, Piper's over there taking pictures, and then she tries to talk to her, and she starts fucking tearing up again. Right before her best event. And then she just goes up and fucking kills it. Like, to me, that's how you overcome adversity. Like, you deal with what it is, you take a fucking breath, and you move the fuck on. And society can't do that nowadays.
No.
And that's why I like with Kill Tony, like you have those motherfuckers that get booed off stage that get 0 laughs, but yet they come back time and time again.
And they hit all the other mics. They keep going, man.
And that right there is what society needs today, and I don't think there's enough of it.
Well, have you seen the guests that you've, like, I've watched so much of it. Like, you'll see one come on and absolutely just bomb off stage, get booed out. Yep. And they come back, and the next time they're on, they actually tell a couple of really good jokes and get people to laugh. So they've learned something, you know what I mean? They just kept pushing it, kept pushing through, honing their craft, trying to get better, practicing. Like, if they'd have just given up, like, then what? Then just that dream's gone, you know what I mean? You can't do that. You got to push
a little off
it.
topic, but it goes on the verge of, public shaming and shit. We were leaving Walmart the other day, and there's people outside raising money for like this law enforcement anti-bullying campaign or whatever. And I get in the car, and I'm like, bullying is horrible, and I do believe, bullying is bad, shouldn't do it. But some bullying is necessary. I turned over and I turned to my mom, and I told her, it's like some bullying is necessary, because if you don't get bullied, then you have people like today that identify as cats. And then as I'm saying that, walking past our windshield is somebody dressed as a fucking raccoon going into fucking Walmart, tail and everything. I'm just like, point A right there.
Like, my point was made right then and there.
But okay, out of all of us, we're all fucking parents.
Yeah.
I guarantee you every single one of us has bullied our kids.
Absolutely. I have a 14-year-old daughter. My existence is to make sure that she is strong-skinned and strong-willed.
In today's fashion, we have bullied our kids. Am I wrong?
No.
Oh, yeah. I bully my kids worse than they'll ever get it in school, just so they're prepared.
It depends on what you mean by like bullying. What do you consider bullying your kid? Like,
have you ever teach them a tough lesson, condescended to your children, anything like that?
Like, suck it up, fucking stop.
Yeah, like suck it the fuck up.
Type
yes.
Shit, yeah. No, I mean,
like, damn, that sucks. Try harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, do better next time, kind of shit.
What's funny is, Piper brought it up to one of the other parents over there, and because she didn't want me to go down during that whole thing, because she looked up at me and she's like, "Stop it, Dad." And all I did is I wanted to go down there and just, hey, breathe. I wanted to go and say, just breathe with me. That's all I was gonna do. And she looked at me and she was like, "Dad, you had to come down here." And I was like, "Yes, because I want her to breathe." And she was arguing with me about it. And then one of the other parents was like, "Is that your child?" And I was like, "Yes, that is my adult daughter." She was like, she looked over at the other parent. She was like, "He's the one that pulled me out of a volleyball game because I sucked." And I was like, "But were you sucking?" And she goes, "Yes, Dad, I was." And I was like, "So what's the problem?"
What did we learn?
It's okay to admit you're sucking at something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, at the moment, she was crying and all that stuff. But like later on in life, she's now figured it out. Like, there are life lessons to what we say. If we say "suck it up, Buttercup," we're kind of teaching them a life lesson. And today's standards, telling a child to "suck it up, Buttercup" is bullying.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But the point behind that, so everyone understands, is to where they learn to admit their fault and keep it moving, move along, do better next time.
Yeah.
It's being able to admit you were wrong or that you screwed something up, but then take the time and the effort to do better on the next time.
I think
really
there's
all it
a great word for this. It's called self accountability.
Correct. Accountability. 100%.
And there's a great phrase too. And it's not everybody gets a fucking trophy.
It's true. That's true. Telling them no.
There's got to be second and third place too.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the and nobody everyone wants everyone to be even on an even playing field, and that's just not how the shit works. All right. The world needs ditch diggers too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like you can't, not everybody's going to be the top of the heap. You just got to be able to know that and admit that, but don't let it make you stop working hard, you know?
Yeah.
When I played Little League football, we all got a trophy, but that's because it was such a small town. There was only 3 teams, so we all got a first, second, or third place trophy.
Well,
that makes sense, dude.
But there's a second and third place. Not everyone.
Yeah.
You didn't get a trophy for just showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have got one if you were the 4th place team in a 4-team county.
Jay.
Well, but what Jay said, right? He said, in today's definition of bullying, and this is coming from a teacher. Now, granted, I will preface, he's in California. In today's definition of bullying, telling them no, telling them they failed, beating them in a board game, it is bullying.
So weak. It's weakness.
What are you teaching? Like, what are you teaching somebody to get through life at that point? Because Rebel, what you were saying, you only had 3 fucking teams, right? I guarantee your coach probably said something about, well, we didn't get first. Like, there was some sort of speech there of improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you still placed, and these kids probably couldn't comprehend that it was only first, second, and third, and there was only 3 teams. But there was still probably a speech about improvement. Because no matter what, at all 5 of us on this podcast right now, there is room for improvement, no matter what. And we all understand that.
100%.
Because we have the intestinal fortitude to look inside and say, we could have done better.
Yeah, 100%. Like, that's the only way to grow in life. You can't get better if you're not willing to admit that you're not perfect at it. And there's nothing in this world we're ever going to be perfect at. Doesn't matter how long you've done it, there's always a room, like, maybe if I change this, maybe or I need to work harder here. That's my favorite thing when with working with these, young men and women wanting to join the Marine Corps. They come in my office, I do nothing but talk shit to them constantly. God, it's so fun. But it's preparing them because, I'm not screaming and yelling. I'm like a drill instructor, but I'm preparing them to be told, hey, you aren't the greatest thing since sliced bread, and you kind of suck at a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because when I send them down to Paris Island, guess what's going to happen? Those drill instructors are not going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's okay. No, they're going to get told they suck. And you
whatever your
better.
Parents told you,
they lied.
Either it was true or they lied. Yeah, that's funny.
There's that video of that female drill instructor making that male recruit cry.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love it. I love every bit of it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's called
but
humility.
But like what DB was just talking about, and what Energizer said in the chat, getting them used to uncomfortable situations so they are prepared for the future. That is exactly that is what DB's doing in a softer tone.
And
a lot of them have another issue I see is they have no what's the word I'm looking for? They have no ways to deal with any kind of conflict in their own life, whether it be physical or mental or emotional. They have no outlets because they're told, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay." No, it's not fucking okay. You need to learn and grow. You need to teach yourself. I can't be here for you your whole life. I can't do these things for you your entire life. It's why when it's like my favorite, my statement, like a kid will come back from boot camp, thank you for everything you did. And I'm like, I didn't do shit. You did it. I
Mhm.
just showed you how. All I did was I got you out the door.
Here's the
Yeah.
path. You have to walk that shit.
One of my favorite sayings with some of these young guys is you have to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable.
You have to be
So you have to be
comfortable with being
comfortable and
Comfortable being-
uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah.
No, like to step out. Well, yes, but you have to be able to be like you're uncomfortable with a situation, but you have to be able to become comfortable in that situation.
You have to learn how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah, whatever.
I know
Like,
what you're trying to
it's
say.
Same.
It's
It's just
I'm-
yeah.
I
It's-
meant what you knew.
it's getting
Yeah,
it's
I
getting
did
in the
too.
frying pan and and just doing it instead of, and you're probably gonna fall on your face and make mistakes, but unless you do that and experience that, you're never gonna grow from it. Like, do something that makes you fucking want to throw up before you do it. Do shit
Yeah,
like
like
that.
all these young troops that have never had to deal with any sort of adversity or whatever, and then they shine, and then one little fucking thing happens, and then they're broken.
My favorite thing is someone who is an amazing in garrison, like a great garrison marine. Send his ass on a deployment. Let's see how he does there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's put it to where you can't go home and sleep in your bed every night. Let's see how you operate.
Yeah.
Is it at the same level or is it not going to be?
People break, man.
Yeah.
But then you learn, it's like, okay, cool. Now I know I'm not the best and I need to be better at these things.
Jay, if you did that, you would just be stooping to their level, because you know that.
Yeah, pretty
they're not-
much.
They're trying to.
Now
be
it would be
bully
funny to
parents.
watch.
So those of y'all that can't see it, Jay's been talking about like some of the emails, like he brought up the bully and stuff. But his last thing that he was talking about is, I am curious, what would happen if I cried bully on some of the parents that have emailed him in the past
Mhm.
as being bullied. And that's, go ahead,
I
Skip.
feel bad for educators, and it does not surprise me that most people do not want to do that job now, even though that used to be a very sought after career.
Mm.
Being an educator, a teacher, something. Most people do not want to do it now because of the abuse they deal with from fucking parents.
Yep.
Because
He's also
you're
in
too hard on my
California
kid.
too.
Yeah, which makes it worse. So when I was up in Northern Virginia, the richest county in the United States, Loudoun County. Go ahead and Google Loudoun County School Board. You'll see a lot of fun stuff about them. It's tragic. It really is tragic. Like, these teachers are too scared to correct kids because they're too worried about losing their jobs for parents who have more money than the school system suing them.
Yeah.
Like, it's very sad to see. And then it's really funny when these kids are like, I want to come talk about joining the Marine Corps. And then they get a 6 on the practice test. I'm like, hey, big dog, can't do nothing for you. You can go ahead and leave my office, though.
Yeah.
Like, sorry,
Yeah.
homie. You don't
DB,
qualify.
You need to go watch some of our past episodes with Jay when he gets real intimate on some of the education system.
Oh, I like I said, I deal with it all the time too with my career field in the Marine Corps now.
Mhm.
I have a lot of respect for a lot of teachers and the shit that they have to deal with. Like, I've got to sit in the classroom and read some of the emails that they've got from teachers. You failed my child. No, your child failed. I just graded the papers.
Mhm.
It's like,
But you can't say that. You can't say that in a school
It's
system.
bullying, yeah.
no, well, down here in North Carolina they do.
You know
But-
what's
And I
hard?
can
Like I
appreciate
said,
it
this
here.
is where we are.
What's hard too is, you get all those people in the military, right? And the recruiting piece, they go through boot camp and then they hit, schools or commands, whatever they're going to. And then you have the senior leadership there that basically has to continue raising a child. That drives me, like, I should not have to tell someone to fucking clean their room because it smells like something died in it. I should not have to be correcting people on shit that parents should be teaching. Like, it's constant, man. Constant.
What Energizer just said, like, for me being an instructor, I relate so much to what he just said. He just said parents want the teachers to parent their kids.
But you also have, on the other hand, where there's a lot of times where the education system is overstepping their their bounds and becoming the parent.
And the parents are
They're
voting for that
overriding
shit,
their
dude.
parents.
Yeah, parents are voting for that.
They are. Yeah.
Like, because a lot of parents, not a lot. Some parents just don't know how to parent.
It's true.
Could you
You
imagine
know,
if they actually you had to take a test before you had a child?
Like a driver's license test or something.
We go extinct.
Could you,
Yeah.
could you just imagine?
You have to
That'd be
successfully
outstanding.
raise like an animal for like 5 years or something first. Prove it.
Yeah. But it's
People
it's
failed.
one of those.
Yeah.
But
That's true, Jay. What Jay just said is the most factual statement.
Yeah, they don't have kids. Most kids don't have parents that actually parent. Yes, and
They want to be
that's
their friends.
yeah, and
They want to be
that's
their
what
friend.
that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to transition into was society nowadays has formed this narrative about what you have to do, and it's like, no, you don't have to. You need to every single one of us in here, as much as we hate to admit it, we have a part of our parents that have become our parenting style.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's how you learn.
To an extent, I absolutely agree with that.
Now granted, am I, sitting there like taking a belt off and smack the shit out of my kids? No, I'm not.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
But-
not going to beat my kids like my mom did me, but that's different.
But you kind of conform to generational parenting.
That's
But
you
you
learning.
still take away.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays it's so far fucking gone when it comes to, I mean, you've got, Piper had a cell phone when she was 9 years old. She had a mini computer from 9 years old.
Well, I mean, they didn't exist when you were 9. So we can't use that.
Well-
Okay, DB, what you need to understand is they're all older than me, so these old jokes, you got three other motherfuckers that are about to bully you.
Cell
Well, I
phones
just
been
like to make
around
fun of
since like 1991 and shit. So
Yeah. But
the
that's what I'm saying.
smartphones
Like,
ain't been
she's
around to like 2006, I think.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't have one until we gave her one at 9. I didn't get a cell phone until I was
High school.
17.
Yeah.
I was
I had
17.
to pay for my first one. I remember my grandfather bought me the phone for Christmas, and I had to pay for the minutes from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like from
True Energizer.
from the time that I got a cell phone to the time that Piper got a cell phone was actually a short amount of time from whenever I got one. It was like 11 years difference from the time that I got my first cell phone to her.
Junior's 28. He's had a phone since 8. I think everybody, because of the way that society is nowadays, like I think there's a sense of security with it as well. When you give your kid a cell phone, because now they have an immediate way to signal an emergency if they need to. And that's the mindset. They're like, I want to be able to know where they're at, and I want them to be able to have a way out, like to be able to call
Like 360
somebody.
on that shit.
I know where they're at. I got a locator on. You know what I'm saying? There's like a safety features that we utilize in that way.
But part of that too is the outside of just the parenting and the generation. The crime has gone up a lot too. So
Agreed.
that safety blanket comes into play at that point.
Yeah, I'm also not letting my daughter go hang out in a Walmart parking lot like I used to at 16.
No.
Yeah, well, but like JC has had it. 4 months ago she lost her phone, and Ashley is about to fucking claw at the bit trying to get her a new phone.
Look,
just because she can't do it, but JC's homeschooled, right? And she's got an iPad that I could track, and everywhere that I drop her off at, she's got fucking Wi-Fi, so I could track her. But other than that, she's with us, so it's like, I'm not worried about it. But that safety blanket, I do understand that.
But kids these days, they are losing that that sense of problem solving when you had to find a payphone, dial collect, be like, Travis,
We
I'm
ought to
ready for
baby
you
eats
to
it,
pick me
boy.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
Energizer said, now it makes it worse, though, because it causes helicopter parenting. I think there's a separation there, though. The point now is, right now in the world, the scourge of human trafficking is at an all-time high.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
not that that's helicopter parenting. I would say there is a cause for concern for, I don't know, your 9-year-old daughter or 8-year-old, 10-year-old son having to walk home from school or be somewhere, where there isn't a trusted adult around. Like, long gone are the days, when I'm growing up and all the kids in the neighborhood be running up and down the fucking street doing shit from fucking sun up to sundown. And no parents around unless you needed, like, somebody fucking was making sandwiches and you got maybe a sandwich for lunch if you're lucky, or drinking some water by their house, whatever the case may be. Those days are like now, and that people are just getting swiped, man, off the street. And that's not even a joke. It's a fact. And that's the problem.
Well, but that
So
goes
that's
to the
a
crime that I
fear.
was talking about. Like 20 years ago, you didn't even have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Like there was no worry about that.
I
at
was a
all.
latchkey kid. I walked
No,
home with
no,
my
and now
sister.
parents are being arrested for allowing their kids to be latchkey kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one.
mean,
Me and my
it's-
sister walked home from school every day, a couple of miles, alone, just the two of us, and we were freaking under 10. So
I mean, and it's not like, for the ones, obviously, we were talking about Japan earlier. That's still how they live there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
make
in.
them.
No, they are in kindergarten walking to
Walking to
fucking
school.
school by themselves a few miles.
but society
like,
is
it-
so
like-
much different there.
I
Oh,
loved
yeah.
it when I was in Okinawa, and I would be driving to work in the morning, left my house, driving down the road, and you just see a group of kids, and you're like, the fact that this place is safe enough for them kids to be able to grow up and be children.
Yep.
Like, they don't have to teach their kids to be on the watch for people to kidnap them. They don't have to teach their kids to be scared to be outside.
Yeah.
It's go be a child. Enjoy
Or-
your childhood.
Or having a 12-year-old daughter that locks your fucking door as soon as you walk out of it
Yeah.
because we're going to the grocery store.
Like
Mm.
I remember.
I'm 40 years old and I do that.
Well, but we have to over here.
What I love about my neighborhood here right now, I don't have to do any of that. I don't. Like my little area where I'm at it's amazing. Like
Yeah.
we can have latchkey kids and we do. And it's phenomenal. Like part of me like leaving this house is there's kids running all fucking day long. But as soon as the fucking sun goes down, everybody's gone.
Yeah.
Nobody locks their fucking door. Like my neighbor, who is a fucking cop, does not lock his fucking door.
Yeah, like it's sad that I felt safer living in Japan with not a single firearm that I owned than
Yep.
living where I do now. And even I live in the countryside of North Carolina. So like it's pretty
Yeah.
safe where I live over here. But the fact that I still feel like I have a gun in the drawer over there, I've got a couple upstairs, I got one in the center console of my truck, like I still have it. Just because this is still, unfortunately, where we are in this, day and age.
I live in the county, and my town where I'm at is about 25,000 people. It's fairly small. I live in the county, and I lock my door. And the reason is because I have cameras on the outside of my house too now because of this. But I literally had someone come, and I live in a gated community too, by the way. Someone walked down a little.
They got like a $3 million castle.
It's not $3 million. Somebody walked down because somebody walked down and walked literally up to my kitchen window. It's sometime in the middle of the night, and I found footprints in the dirt and the mulch outside my kitchen window, like someone was trying to look into my house and shit.
See, that's how you get shot.
I didn't even know it was happening.
Well, yeah, and of course, but
I mean, I have my 2 fur wall alarms, but you know, now I got cameras.
Jay,
and
that
shit.
wouldn't work for me.
What you just said, cameras, right, Skep? So Energize just said, what happened to Neighborhood Watch? Cameras happened.
Cameras, yeah.
You don't need a Neighborhood Watch anymore because there's cameras.
Yeah, I literally like can look outside at any point in time. In fact, it records all the time.
Dude,
I also
there-
walk with
due
my
to that-
son, and like every other house, it's like, "Hello, you are now being recorded."
Dude, our
Just
neighborhood,
walking down the sidewalk.
our neighborhood
yeah.
Facebook
gonna
group
say, yeah.
posted a car.
Those.
We literally, like, people started posting their video feeds,
Like,
and
look,
we saw this car all like going all the way down the fucking road. In that
Yeah.
one fucking post, like, you don't need a Neighborhood Watch anymore. You got fucking bitch. You got caught in 4K,
bro, my
and all it
cameras-
was a delivery driver for DoorDash. We finally figured it out.
my cameras
The cry-
are
it's been
facing all
solved.
sides of the house. So like, if someone does some
Same.
shit down my street, like, I'll have it on camera likely.
Yeah. See, I would be real upset if someone breaks in here because I've got the. Oh no, not the light. The very important stuff.
Is
A
that
whole bunch of Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards? But there's value there, man. That's the point. Like,
Well,
we-
hold on. No, value is in this.
we keep stuff of value. Oh, he's got like a whole ass lockbox case.
Oh, that's all.
Okay,
no, that's all the
anybody,
slabs.
any tweakers that are watching this, this is exactly where you want it. When you break into his house, this is what you want to take.
You find the
I'm gonna
case.
post his address on Twitter.
Fucking do it.
Man, his cakes, them crowns go straight to your ass.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna post the
DB
fucking tree trunk. I'm posting the
Yeah,
address.
DB is a specimen. We'll just leave it there. Just leave it there, Jay. He's a specimen.
Oh, Jay, I'll send you the picture he sent me earlier. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'm spreading it. I don't give a fuck.
What have you done? What DB does? He might care. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
DB doesn't care because he sent it to me. That's why.
if I didn't have a security clearance, I'd probably have an OnlyFans. Let's go ahead and talk
You
about it.
have there's a certain level of trust, though, man. You know,
Oh, Cam, hold on.
3 binders.
jeez.
Oh, that's like not even close. Those
Holy
are just some
cow.
of the big boys.
This is a grown Marine talking about Pokemon cards. By the way,
Hey, look,
guys.
it's a side hustle, all right. Any way to
nerd.
make money.
But you also collect them into
Yeah, I do.
sets.
I do have I have a couple like specific ones that I'll collect. Like from my son's a huge Charizard fan, which my wallet cried when he said that.
Oh,
We talk about all this, autographs.
they
Yeah,
are
see?
worth a lot.
But yeah, I keep my, and this has actually got a locks on it, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, my ones that are worth a lot of money that I'm getting
Casey's
slapped
coming.
for staying there.
I thought you were about to grab him.
There's a lot of money in
I will.
baseball
There you go.
cards too. I
Oh, I
mean,
got
that
There
would
are.
be more acceptable in my eyes.
I missed your boat.
Well,
I would have more respect for you if it was baseball
but you
cards.
got to think, Pokemon was my childhood.
Mm. Yeah, it's true.
That was my childhood.
Mine's NFL baseball.
97 to that 2000,
Yeah.
like when they first came out, like I was in that age that's what we were collecting. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty of baseball cards too. I've got a couple of real good ones. I got some awesome football cards from back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I've got a Reggie Bush. It's this really cool Reggie Bush card.
Mhm.
It's him at USC getting the
Are you
the
sure you
Heisman?
have a bush though? Because you don't.
Reggie Bush,
manscaping, baby.
Heisman
But
Trophy
Reggie
card.
Bush, yeah, from Heisman, well, his Heisman Trophy, and from when he was on the Saints. Because me being a
Mhm.
Saints fan, that was a really cool one to get, and it had pieces of his jersey from both, and it's signed.
You like old school Saints?
I
Like
do.
old-
I have a Deuce
old
McAllister
teams?
jersey. I have a Deuce McAllister and a Joe Horn, Aaron
Yeah.
Brooks. Like I'm a.
This is the only reason that DB and I are friends.
I
is
literally
because of
have
the Saints.
boxes of like early '90s football cards right here, binders full of them.
Jay, how do you know that
From
he
when I was
doesn't
a
have
kid, man.
I sent him the
He
picture.
might have
I
a
sent him the
bush.
picture.
It's just on.
I sent
No,
him
it's
the
just on the backside.
Sadly, I approve.
Okay.
Oh god.
You got him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sadly,
So
have
hold on. Talking about some. Hold on a sec. Let me find one of my big boys.
Why are we nerding out now?
I don't know,
It's
but I love it.
DB's
This
fault.
this fucking thing.
What is that? Hold on.
It's a
Let me
Charizard.
click on
Yeah,
the
it's-
picture so I can get
It's a
it larger.
Zard. Yeah, it's the
Oh.
Zards.
Oh, nice.
My daughter, is almost 20 years old, and she's getting into playing fucking Pokemon and shit.
I
with
have like
cards.
these are monies.
Whoa.
She
and
came
also-
home.
Yeah, there's some. Well, like this one. So this is one of the Poke Center because it's got the stamp on it from the actual Pokemon Center like promos.
Hmm.
This card by itself, ungraded, goes for over $100.
Hmm.
Like graded, it's going for like $1,000 right now. Yeah, like I just have binders of shit.
Yeah.
beyond me.
Jay plays with a lot of wood.
He does
Ah.
on stream too,
Yeah.
Ooh,
live.
Trying to find
Sometimes he
one
beats
for
it.
Bumblebee. Oh, here's one Beal like, just because it's the confused Psyduck walking down steps.
Hold on.
Yeah,
let me
that's me.
expand it. Hold on.
Yeah, the confused Psyduck.
Oh, I see it.
The art's
Yeah.
fucking sick these days.
Yeah.
I do got to give it up.
But
Like,
yeah,
they do
like-
some great artwork on these cards and stuff. man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Like, cause obviously, like this one, this is selling for like $400, graded.
You can send any of those in and get graded.
All of these are getting everything in this is getting sent in to get graded.
Yeah. What do they charge for
Like-
those now to do a grading?
It's
like
about
that?
$20 a card. Like that.
Actually, DB, hit me up before you do that. I have a guy that has a
Hmm.
thing with PSA, and he gets a massive discount.
Yeah, let me know because
So-
there's a couple of them I'm going to send to Beckett just because if they get a Beckett 10, it'll be like an $8,000 to $9,000 card.
Unless
Um,
you get that's if you get a Beckett Black Label.
Yeah. I've
10.
got it. So you know the new Umbreon?
Yep.
I just got my notification from Beckett. It got a Black Label. So you know that that card is going to pay like almost a year's worth of my mortgage.
That you don't pay because your dad pays it because you're living.
no,
in his
no.
house.
I'm talking about the house I just closed on. The house I just closed on that I move into in May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, way to
Yeah, I
way to
just
throw him under the bus like
Did you
that.
get the number on
Well,
that
no,
blue
no,
band
no,
there?
I got hooked up when I moved down here from Northern Virginia. I was going to buy a house, and my dad was like, "Don't wait." Literally
That's his
stay at my
dad's house he's
girlfriend-
in.
No. This is his girlfriend's house. I'm about to tell you, it got better.
Oh, that
Um,
one.
Yeah.
That girlfriend.
So, my dad was like, "Just stay at my house because I'm always at her house." What this one was, and you can stay there for free. Just take care of the house and save up money and buy a house you want when you're ready. I was like, "All right, cool. You know, I appreciate that, right?" And right before the holidays, he's like, "Hey, Lynette and her kids are gonna move in, and her lease is paid till May. You can go live there for free, and you're living by yourself, and no one's ever gonna come over and bother you." And I was like, "Cool."
That's a
And then
good deal.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. And then I bought my house, so now I'm technically paying a mortgage. I don't fully live there yet, but yeah, I closed on it on Wednesday last week, so that was cool.
So we're
Nice.
just gonna talk about that.
Congratulations, man.
And Tuna's gonna get a dick pic in every room of that house.
100%. I'll send it from every angle possible, underneath most of them,
Oh,
so you can get some b-hole action in there.
no.
So all we're gonna talk about right now is that blue ass fucking tote that I've been staring at this entire fucking episode.
Oh, yeah.
So is that just you? Well, okay. I was gonna say, is that just him packing shit up and moving out?
it's a pan.
It's a pan.
It's kitchen
Yep.
stuff.
So he's moving. Okay.
Kitchen
So
kit.
it was moving. So I can't make fun of him. Got it.
It fits inside Skep's what? prison wallet.
The coffee.
I don't know, but like DB's gotten a little softer around the midsection since the last time I saw him.
Hold on.
Mm.
Oh wait, he's back. I'm sorry. He got a little softer. You got a little softer around the midsection.
I'm bulking, man. Leave me the fuck
Hey,
alone.
the ladies love dad bods.
Oh,
Hey,
that's not a
dad
dad
bod,
bod.
father figure, whatever you
that
want to
is
call it.
not a dad bod.
No, I'm just saying if he gains more, women like that.
Oh, yeah, some do, sure. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't have like a massive house, bro. I don't.
What's
Yes,
funny
it is
is
massive.
It's fucking small compared to houses in Texas.
how big is your
Yeah,
house,
we
Skip?
have like fucking Joel Osteen.
3,000 square feet.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not like Texas would be like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, like fucking crazy. I mean, they cost half as much, but
I'll tell you how big
it's
mine
fucking
is.
ridiculous here. Two.
Mine
My
is-
last one was 1,900. The one before
Mine
that
is
was 800.
2280.
Yeah.
800. It's like a apartment.
That was my
in New
first
York.
house, bro. My first
The
house was
house-
built in
You said yours is a-
1910, and it was 890 square feet.
You said yours is how much, Skip?
3,000.
Yeah, mine's
Son.
2,100.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
And see, that's the thing, though, right? Like,
It's just
I
that-
live alone.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot of
and
house.
except for when my kids are over, right? Like, even my daughter's probably moving in with me full
Yeah.
time next summer. So I'm excited for that.
The houses in Texas are so big, it's because we
Oh, they're
save all that
shit
money on the
stupid.
actual property.
Yeah.
DB, look at your
Stupid.
phone.
Not the property. 900 square feet per side. Yeah, see, it's fine for like that's one person size, like totally plenty of room, man.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
This one,
Yeah, I'm about to move into a fucking 10 by 20.
this one, I mean, now is too big for like two people, dude. For real, it's too much. But it's just an investment, right? It's an investment. So
Mhm.
Oh,
Your
man.
house is, yeah.
it's an investment for us to not
Mine's
have
like
to work.
kind of in between.
When
Mine's 2280.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I retire,
Well,
I
if
don't want to
y'all,
work.
if y'all would have,
That's it.
yeah, if y'all would have seen how like the apartment that I had in Northern Virginia, it was like
It was nice. It really
it was nice, but it was small.
Yeah.
It was about 700, 800 square feet tops. Like
Yeah, it was a
maybe,
nice one.
Mm.
Yeah.
but $3,000 a month.
Oh God, dude.
It was like 2,900 for rent, and
That
I
was
was
Virginia?
like, "Ugh." Northern Virginia. I was like 30
Yeah.
minutes outside of DC.
Oh,
Yep.
DC's expensive.
He
Well,
was
the
like,
county-
what was it, like 10 minutes away from Dulles?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I flew into Dulles and he picked me up.
yeah,
that's
like
nuts.
the apartment was. It's super nice. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's got some amenities like parking. It's safe.
Yeah.
And give it, mind you, Reston crime rate isn't bad. Like, there's no crime in Reston because even the poor people can't afford to live there.
It's all in DC.
Like, it's so, like, Reston's a suburb of DC. That's where all the politicians live and all the Washington Commanders. No, it's not close to a base at all. I haven't lived close to a base. God bless.
I'm about 20 minutes.
He's a recruiter now.
Yeah, I haven't. The closest base I lived to was actually an army base. I lived close to Fort Detrick.
Hmm.
That was about an hour from me when I was in Northern Virginia.
I'm like 20 minutes from my station.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yep.
I won't. I actually, well, I'm about to live close to Lejeune because I'm about to take over the office in Jacksonville.
Hmm.
I'll live there for about a year, year and a half, and then I'll come back up to Raleigh.
Oh, Jesus.
Which crayon do you give out for application kids?
Most of the time we try to stick to blue because if we give them red or green, they could be colorblind, and that just disqualifies them from jobs, not from joining.
You don't ask them what the color of the crayon is.
So are you disqualified from joining or colorblind because you like green?
Mm.
No, I like green because I can see green.
Green's
That
a nice
contradicts
color.
what you just said, though.
No. I know I'm not colorblind now.
I would want a yellow one because, I like lemon. It's my favorite flavor.
Mm.
Lemon is a nice fresh flavor.
Also, completely off topic. Speaking of flavors, they had a mango key lime cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory, and let me just say that was the greatest thing I've ever ate. That shit was fucking phenomenal.
Wait, what is
So
it?
did you-
What was it again? What flavor? Mango.
It's a
what?
mango key lime.
Oh, key lime's
was
good
so-
itself.
All right.
I'm not a big fan of mango, but man, I had some mango salsa, mango pico the other day.
Oh, mango pico's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so did you write Crayola to make a color for that? Like, did you
should.
submit a feedback form?
I should.
Customized. I like
Custom
that.
color and flavor.
You know, there's probably a good reason they don't make scratch and sniff crayons.
I thought they had smelly crayons that smelled
They
like
used to.
things.
They stopped making them for a reason.
'Cause people
I
were
remember they
eating
used to
them.
have like the
They stopped
used to have
making
the
them in
scratch and sniff
1776.
markers.
Oh yeah, the markers
I remember
that
this.
smell. Yeah,
They don't make those anymore because kids would eat them.
Mr. Sketch markers. Yeah, they had all the scents you could smell.
Mm-hmm.
Now you
Well,
just get you a
yeah.
big permanent marker.
No. You ready to wrap
Remember
this
when you
up?
used to do good
yeah,
on
yeah,
a fucking
whatever.
test?
I didn't
and
have
the teacher
none of
used to
that.
give you a fucking scratch and sniff sticker on your.
Tide Pod. That's all just natural selection, man. Just let it happen.
That's going to be next week's episode.
natural
Tide
selection.
Pods.
Natural selection. Facts.
You know, I kind of want to be here for that one because, you know, I've got some opinions on that.
Well, you're welcome to join us if you like.
Yes.
Mhm.
Always.
Happen.
Whenever we used to have 5, we could have 5 again.
Let's,
I mean, we could have all the 4 branches. And then the officer could make an appearance every so often.
she pokes her head in the screen sometimes. Says hi.
Sometimes. Yes.
When her
She's
hair is
busy.
washed.
Get it.
Hey, one
When
day
her hair is
I'll
washed.
try to get my dad on it. You know, he was only E9 and for 24 years. He knows a thing or three about a thing or three.
I don't
Yeah.
want y'all two in the same fucking podcast. One at a time.
What was he?
Hey, but
what
he was-
branch was he in?
Air Force.
He was Air Force.
Oh, Chief Master.
I've talked to
Sergeant.
his dad. Trust me. You
Yeah.
do not want the chief and the crayon eater in the same podcast.
Look, it's a great time.
I'm already. Do we need 2 of us?
Intrigued. Yeah, 2 E9s. Yeah.
Hey, oh yeah. Hey, speaking of random promotion stuff, when I pin 7 in a couple months, if anybody wants to come, y'all are more than welcome.
Were you on the selection list for it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm selected. Like I'm
Oh.
gonna pin Gunny.
Dude, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Gunner Sergeant, that's a big deal. For sure.
3 years
And I'm
from now. son.
retiring.
Let's say we got.
3 for me.
I hit 13 years next month.
Yeah. It's freaking crazy, man.
You're so fucking young.
I know. I love it.
I'm old. I got 3.5 years to go until I hit 30, so
Jesus,
I know.
look at you.
I know a thing or two.
And you make fun of me about being old.
Hey, man. You know?
That's
I'm
the
young.
oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
That's kind of
I mean, at least-
though. AG, you're a little older than me. I'm the second youngest, and I'm fucking old.
I'm not 43, but thank you.
Close.
Yeah, I'm only. Let's say I'm about to turn 32.
I'm 45.
I probably shouldn't have, you know, a 14, 15-year-old at my age, but hey,
It happens.
we can talk
Take
about
pictures
teen
like
parents
that.
one
You're
day.
gonna have them that young.
Oh, years
you know?
in service? No, 26 and a half.
Yeah.
Over 26 and a half. So about almost 27.
I appreciate it, Cam.
45. I'm
yeah.
42.
Yeah.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
I remember when I
Jay,
was
he is a
32. That was
child.
a long time ago.
And then I have a daughter who's getting her learners next year. Jesus.
Mine has her now.
Mine's in college
least-
right now.
At least none of y'all's made you grandparents at 36 like I did to my parents. Oops.
Yeah.
I was telling my niece the other day.
That's
not-
because we did parenting
married.
done right.
I both my kids don't want kids, I think, so whatever.
I just gotta make
Yeah, I
fun of
don't want
DB,
to be a
so-
grandpa. I was telling my niece the other day, she's about to get married at the end of March, and I was like, y'all slow down because I'm not ready to be a great uncle. Just no, I'm not that old yet.
It's funny.
I may not be in my name.
My dad has 3 grandkids. 2 are from me, and my oldest sister from him just had a child 6 months ago. And my sister had her first one at 28.
I would be a horrible grandparent.
Well, I mean,
No,
my
you,
oldest
yeah,
is
because you wouldn't tell them no.
I would spoil the absolute living shit out of them and give them
Yep.
everything when I leave. All of it's yours.
That's
I
why I
think-
look at my mom. I look
I
at my
would
mom. I'm like, show them
spoil-
how crazy you are.
Yeah.
I would spoil the shit out of them, but I'm still at that age where it's still funny to push little kids over.
Yes.
Exactly.
When they're
Watch
learning
kids
to
falling off
walk.
bikes all day.
when
Don't give a
when they're
Telling them
learning
no
to
just
walk, you're
because
like,
you can.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
100%.
Wow.
I don't think I have to worry about being a grandparent for a while because with my oldest being gay, my
Adoption?
youngest is no, not gonna happen. But with my youngest being 12, I think I got a while. So
Just let it play out. However it plays out, it'll play out.
I will be over 40 at least.
There you go.
Well, as long as y'all don't do what my mom did and had twins at 38.
Oof.
yeah. I
Yeah,
told
you
my
need to be
son
careful because it's every other generation, so your kids could have twins.
Yeah, well, I'm not. So
That's
that's
at
all
least
that
that's how it
matters.
is with my family.
Like, so my aunt had a twin. My sister has twins. And our kids could,
Yeah, see, I'm done having children,
Oh, trust me,
Like,
I'm too.
me
I have
too.
diet cum.
like medically done. The big snip.
You didn't even need to be snipped. You're just banged together like freaking like
Clackers.
the Edison ball, whatever that's called.
Ka-dum.
Jesus Christ, Jay.
It's like the
Come
one where you just like
zero.
But Skep's face when I said that was fucking.
diet.
Yeah, it was-
Have you seen that fucking skit?
No, I haven't.
Oh god,
hilarious.
I'm gonna send that to y'all.
So you're just shooting protein shake. That's all you're doing right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ah.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what Jay's-
You know what I shoot is great for the skin.
Anyway, let's wrap this up.
It's about to
shall
say
we?
let's call it now.
Yeah. All right, we gotta do the picture. We gotta do the picture.
Wrap
DB,
it
we
up
do a
on
picture.
talking about Tuna's balls.
Yeah,
already
it
did.
happens all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just did. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Photo.
So yeah,
op
we do a
time.
picture. Ready?
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. The subject.
Speaking of kids, let's wrap this up.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right,
Facts.
y'all have a
Okay.
great one. I'm sure we'll get DB on again.
Yeah, I've got to wake
y'all.
up early and go buy a super bougie car that I
Yeah.
didn't need, but I wanted.
You know.
Love y'all, mean it.
Bye.
Yep. Love you, bye.
His 32-year-old midlife crisis car.
Yeah.
Yeah.